G'day everyone, welcome back to Synthetic 2 High Lethality. Our second go around on High Lethality with the Heavy Gunner class this time. Last time we were playing the Breacher. We did very poorly. See that? His helmet got all torn up from the experience. Completely different vibe this time round. It's early morning instead of late night. It is Good Friday, so to those who celebrate Easter, happy Easter. And we're going to be heavy gunning, as I said. So let's have a look at what this class does. Suppressive Assault, little run with increased movement speed and weapon handling. Passively allows suppressing enemies with weapons, slowing their movement and fire rate by 50%. More move speed, more firing, slowdown reduction, more eject speed, more fire rate for 1.5 seconds. We got the classic onslaught system as well, enabling heavy firepower through ammo regeneration. So, more ammo regen, more movement accuracy, and more armor, and less recoil for 7 seconds, but you do move slower using it. As part of our changing things up, going through the classes again here, we're going to pick the hard light cover. Not something I would normally pick, but we're going to give it a go. Places a hard light cover block which blocks projectiles, recharges shields over time, and provides other combat benefits. What are those other combat benefits? Well, reload speed and fire rate, less shield regen delay also, which should be pretty cool. Looks like it runs on a 14-second cooldown. Plating pack. So, something about the heavy gunner is they don't have incredible survivability. They don't have great healing items available to them. Plating pack is one I believe I haven't tried before. Carries a stack of plating which can be applied to self and a near friendly on usage. Applies up to 2 plating. Plating blocks damage entirely. So if you take a hit and you have plating, it will do nothing to you as far as I'm concerned. Or as far as I know. So that should be pretty good. It also heals you 200 health on area clear. Let's have a look at our passives. First line of defense. On weapon hits we gain 2 frontal armor, 2% fire rate, and health. Stacks up to 25 times. Each stack lasts half a second. Passively, less shield regen delay, less weak point damage, less fire rate, more burst fire delay, between 2 and 10% deviation, and 20% mag size. We got continuous firepower also. Suppressive Assault now doubles the suppression chance while active. That's our little dash. Passively, less heat, more ammo regen, and more crit chance, which is great. Now, our class ability. The first looted weapon becomes upgraded with custom extended. We'll have to see what that does when we hop in, and comes with 1 weapon upgrade. We're also using the resistance armor kit. We're going to be having a LR300 assault rifle to start with. Losing shields grants ion reflect shield with 50 armor. And passively 1 more max plating, which should hopefully make us a lot more survivable than the Breacher was. Going out with the Commando. Let's get started. It played the whole sound effect, but I don't think it started. There we go! And as you can see, we have a death counter on screen. I'm just going to put this on while we run through the series here. For 1 go around of the classes, I'm going to keep the death count on screen. I just want to see how often I do end up dying. Alright, how good is the hard light cover? Okay. It didn't block those shots. Yeah, happy Easter. I hope everyone is enjoying their first day off so far. Keep in mind, I'm talking like this is the present tense, but by the time this gets uploaded, Easter will be, you know, this might come out Easter Sunday or Monday or something to that degree, so. It's a little silly of me to make that kind of assumption, but hey. I'm happy to be playing Synthetic 2 on my day off. as I mentioned, I love doing this. You can't tell by my massive amount of anxiety whenever I play this game, but there is a fun value to that. Yeah, I guess that thing blocks shots, kind of. Would I necessarily say that it's effective at doing so? Not really. But we can use it to we can use it for its shield regenerative properties, and also for its offensive benefits. So I think that will be key. And you can pop it down pretty often as well, so I won't poo-poo it too much. Alright, let's start 3D printing. I'm dropping some plating, I'm opening the dev console by accident. It's poor form. It's poor form to start off with, we can all admit it. We got the plating down, we'll have to find a way to regen some health. We do get some health as we score hits on enemies, which is good. But not a whole lot, so exercise caution. And you can see already the speed element of this character is the real danger zone, especially when it comes to these higher lethality difficulties. We're gonna want to augment our speed in some way. We want to increase it. When I say augment in some way, decreasing it is not the kind of augment I'm talking about. Love the assault rifle, I gotta say. Yeah, okay, that just doesn't block shots at all. That's just a lie, that part. It might at a certain angle, but the enemies seem to be wise about that angle. Alright, screw you, man. Screw you. This class can definitely take a few more shots than the Breacher, which I'm super happy about. And we got the R890 Torch. Fires damaging fireballs which consume all current weapon heat. Cool. Passively gives you some more weapon heat though, which is interesting. I think overall it will save on heat. Alright. That's what you want to use Suppressive Assault for those quick little bursts. And also just to get around the map as I'm using it here. Alright, 200 health healed on area completion is great. Yeah, I'm preparing for a day with my partner. I will be going to the beach, which is nice. Right now, where I live, it's here in Adelaide, it's 29 degrees, so it's a beautiful day for the beach. 29 Celsius. Oh, back up, back up, back up, back up. Alright, thank you, hard light cover. So yeah, we'll have a quick dip. I'm not like a big, huge beach person, but on a warm day, it's almost irresistible, even for someone who doesn't love the beach. You kind of got it. It's good. It's therapeutic to get in the water. And the rest of the day is pretty open plan for us, so I'm looking forward to that too. You don't always have to have something organized when you're spending time with someone you care about. I don't think so, at least. So that's my day. We're not, I've never been like a huge Easter celebrator. If we do a lunch or a dinner, I'm happy. And that goes for many special occasions for me. Even my own birthday, I'm not huge on celebrating it. It's at the start of the year. People are usually tired from New Year's. They don't want to celebrate my birthday. I'm jammed here. I feel so much safer as this character as I did as the Breacher. The distance we can keep, the defensive capabilities. I was feeling a little defeated as the Breacher. I wasn't sure how to get anywhere at all. But now I'm feeling okay. Throw down some extra plating. Now, after we clear this, we'll have a look at the weapon upgrade kit. I have no quarrels putting the upgrade on this assault rifle. In fact, I'm excited to do so. So let's do it. Variant converter heavily empowers the weapon variant. We have no weapon variant, so we're not going to be taking that. We could make it semi-auto. You know I love it. You know I love it. Semi-auto is just strictly more fun than full auto for me. That doesn't mean it's good. I just have more fun with it, which is important. Oh yeah, those fireballs, loving it. Thank you for the shield regen delay hard light cover. I'm a little bit of a fan. Perhaps I shouldn't be. But I'm sort of feeling like the hard light cover's holding it down for us a little. Yeah. Just distract these folks. And at a 1 second cooldown, I mean... Well, not a 1 second cooldown, but 1 second between uses. I think it's a 14-second cooldown we mentioned earlier. Alright, back off. Blue ships are just trouble. I hate them. And there's bikes to go along with it. Which is never good. Alright, get him out before he reshields. He's reshielded. Wait for it. Alright. Drop some more plating. It's a hard not life on these difficulties. Goodbye, sir. Hey. Hey, chill it, man. Alright, we're definitely going to be relying on my speed of left mouse button clicking here, because this weapon has a very high fire rate, even on the semi-auto mode. Okay. Gambler's Den. What do we got? We got Gamba. The classic 50-50 chance to double all held credits and increase luck, or lose all held credits with potential side effects, sometimes quite damning ones. 10% chance to deal 10 to 1,000 bonus damage on any given attack, which counts as a weak point hit. Always a nice little benefit there. Roll the coins. What the hell was that? I don't see anything. Okay, roll the coins. Every weak point hit grants 2 creds and deals 150 to a 10% plus 10% bonus damage. Pretty good. Or whatever the heck this is. I never know what this is. Let's just take it again. It's some sort of joke about getting scammed, and I feel like I'm falling for it. This strikes me as the kind of thing that may work across multiple runs, but yeah, we'll just have to see. Why not? Take an upgrade that does nothing on one of the hardest difficulty levels you can. Seems like a great idea. Alright, the Pioneer C900. Custom Extended, which is cool. Which is from our class passive, which gives it more fire rate and mag size. Very cool. That's 200 rounds per minute and grants brief speed on firing. Very cool. So lots of fire rate on this weapon. Fully automatic. Mega laser repeater. 60% chance on critical hits to fire a laser shot with high ricochet chance. Sure. And let's give this one a red hot go. Starting right now. I was not looking. I was looking away. At the menu, I could not see that the enemies were right there. And I apologize for that. The expectation is I ought to be a little more switched on than that. But the weapon is good. The weapon is good at short to medium range. So we're happy. A little bit of healing. Coming into this level on higher health than we ended the last level on is a very good sign. Throw down some cover. That's the good stuff. Oh. Dust out the assault rifle when they're at a little longer range. Semi-auto a little more steady. Can deal with those longer range targets a little better. And such high shields on these guys. Alright. First ambush. More cover. Quick little plating top up there. Uh-oh. Alright, Fro's coming around the corner. I just want my shields to regen. Cool, we got him, we got him. And we picked up a heal, which is great. Back to the assault rifle, let's give her a reload. We know we got more long range up here. Yeah. These turrets are such a nuisance. They start firing at you so quickly, and they can do so from range. And they don't have the same detection level as the opponents, the other opponents. Fires a volley of guided armor-piercing projectiles, empowers other projectile firing items and abilities. Certainly. Let's do it. The other options, they were okay. Anyone gets in close, it's going to be Pioneer Central. Long range targets, stick to the assault rifle. But this thing really shreds. It's a serious gun with serious fire rate. None of this silly shit, you know? Oh, he'll die to fireballs, probably. Alright, throw down a cover. That shield regen delay down. Alright, more enemies to the southwest. Get a little sneaky with it. And now they're patrolling north. Very interesting. Okay, that laser upgrade, this does seem strong. We're getting flanked. Holy. That was poor play by me. Quick little heal. Always tense, but if we remember our plating, then, you know, we're not in too bad a spot. Okay, more enemies this way. Now, why was it poor play by me? I should have cleared this southwest section. I knew a flank was possible, but I just chose to ignore it. Let's throw an upgrade down on the Pioneer again. Improved movement speed, less firing slowdown. Seems great. I would love some more range as well on the thing, but that can wait. It's got a lot of raw damage potential, but it needs something else as well. Okay, scavenging lets us find plating naturally in the wild. I don't think it's going to be that great. Increase healing from all sources, on the other hand, is very high value for us. We got to keep our health topped up. You cannot outright avoid taking damage in this game. You'll take damage no matter what, so you need to have some form of reserves to look after that. Hello. That freaked me out. But we dealt with the alarm before the cops were called in earnest. Gun jams are not what we're looking for. Hello. Keep backing up, keep backing up. Okay. We are good once again. Yeah, I'm going to focus on that passive healing gain because we do gain health when we connect shots with the enemy. Avoid these cannons. The volley dealt with him. Pioneer spam for the rest. And we're out of there. It's those bikes, man. They're so deadly. Gonna consult the death count. We're up to 7 now. And I find these things very tricky to select and edit. There we go. Up to 7. But, you know, for a first run, I think that's pretty solid in terms of survivability. Sitting at 20 minutes, we can certainly crack out one more. Do we want to change anything up? Yeah, let's change something up. CR18 pistol. Boom. Start. So far, in terms of our speculation from last episode, tanky characters still seem to fare better. Even if this one is slow as a wet wheat. Alright. I'm going to try early on to be as careful as possible and just prevent that health loss. Starting with throwing the plating on early. Because the last run was a practice run. That's what we'll call it. I did pride myself on the previous difficulty levels of doing, for those who don't know, all the recordings I do are just completely off the cuff. I pretty much never... I have once or twice had to re-record runs because I didn't feel I performed well enough for it to be at all entertaining. Hello. Yes, thank you for the tasing. Our plans of conserving health have been sullied. Yeah, I usually just present you guys what happens, so whether I do well, whether I do poorly, that's just up to chance, and then the video just goes out most of the time. Not every time. There have been a couple of runs scrapped because, well, they were just terrible. they were not worth watching for anyone. Alright, we gotta remember we got the 2-shot burst pistol. The guy's a lot of reach for a melee enemy, I gotta say. So right now I'm using the cover not as cover. And we're dead again. Up to 8. Not quite as good as the last run. That's okay. We'll change up our starting weapon again. We'll go for the compact. I'm not using the cover as cover because enemies are just... They don't seem to care that it classifies itself as cover. So I'm just using it for the shielding effects. Hopefully we don't get taser united this time. And we can actually conserve some of that health early on. I'm not going to say it was the game's fault or anything, but... I felt powerless to stop it at the time. Alright, throw down that plating. So yeah, I'm just going to use the cover to give me shields and less shield regen delay on demand. Because I feel like that's the most effective way to get it done. Alright, southwest we got to push. I really love targeting up north more than down south in this game. I feel like because of the UI, I have a harder time targeting things that are below me than above me. What do we got for our weapon? We got the Kaida Nailgun. Now, I don't believe that I've had this weapon yet in Synthetic 2, but in Synthetic 1, despite not being a great weapon, it was one of my all-time favorites. We got the Spec Ops variant. Lower fire rate, increased accuracy, so more damage, better recoil reset, less deviation, and less fire rate. Let's upgrade it already. Multi-burst switches weapon to burst fire? I don't even know, man. Let's do it. The Kaida Nailgun was... It was just a lot of fun. Because it shoots nails, which is just naturally very fun. And I can confirm they have nailed it in this game. Ha! Man, it seems quite powerful. At least as a burst fire weapon, I'm in heaven right now. Could this be the run? Remains yet to be seen. It's going to depend on skill level. Which is not a phrase I like saying when it comes to me and my success. If something's dependent on my skill, that's, as far as I'm concerned, basically doomed to fail. But yeah, this is a hell of a weapon in burst fire mode. Goodness gracious. Very high damage. And we got Lost and Found. We got a cryo cannon from the Lost and Found, which is cool. Places an automatic cryo cannon, which fires freezing chemicals, which apply frost. So yeah, we'll definitely stick with the nail gun for now. We may have gotten just a good combination of variant, weapon upgrade, and we're only starting. We've only slapped one upgrade kit onto this, so the power level can go up. It can also go down if I select the wrong upgrade. Some of the higher upgrades have trade-offs, so I have in runs before. There is a historic precedent for this, is what I'm saying. I have accidentally put a upgrade onto my gun that has essentially ruined it. More than once I've done this. So if I end up putting a fucking tripod or something onto this, that's just, you know, that's just entertainment, right? Alright, bikes are here. Bikes have arrived. Looks like this weapon may shoot a little spray of nails, which I believe makes it different from the original. I believe the original was just a single nail type situation, so I'm excited about this, for sure. Thank you, cryo cannons. Yeah, I can definitely feel post-update 14 that the items that you get, they make a massive difference. They're very, very strong. We saw last run that the volley of bullets was taking out a lot of enemies. I failed to point it out, but it definitely was happening. Alright, we see the plating's dropped. We see the plating go away down here, so between our shield and health, we see the 2 plates. That's when we want to hit F1, get those plates back. Make sure we're protecting our max health as much as possible. So something I'm noticing about the Nailgun is that it runs pretty hot. So if we're looking in terms of upgrades and tuning, I think less heat is going to be huge for it. And perhaps a little better on the burst fire delay too. It fires pretty quick, but it could fire quicker. But my god, we have not had a weapon this good in the last 2 runs. This is very, very exciting. Lots of potential here. Alright. Not much going on over here. We got to circle round to get up to the exit. These cryo cannons are just dropping pretty much at the start of combat. I think because we saw an enemy over there, it dropped one down. Right, throw the plating down, as soon as we lose it. As soon as we take any heavy damage, we know that plating's pretty much gone. And we can replace it. Sight unseen. Took another rocket. These turrets are starting to really get on my nerves, I gotta say. Not having a good time with them. Alright, we don't have the range to deal with that, so we gotta get our dukes on a little. Activate suppressive assault, give ourselves some movement speed, which will let us dodge the turrets. Alright, new weapon. The MP70 Maro. It looks like a little submachine gun type deal. I will test it out. I will test it out. Well, look, it doesn't have a lot of ammo, but it's a little better than I expected, especially at that range. Would I prefer a long-range weapon? Yes, but the assault rifle just isn't good enough as a long-range weapon for me to justify saying that that's better. So, alright. Blue ship, alright. Unfortunately, we are dealing with spawns already. I was going to back off and use the weapon upgrade kit. We'll hit pause on that for now. Alright, we are safe. So, let's check out the items that are being sold here. Tear gas grenade. Throws a tear gas grenade, which disrupts robotic sensors. Increase the power of all debuffs increase afflicted on enemies. Sorry. 100 damage, less move speed, less fire rate. Not bad, not bad. Sidewinder fires homing missiles when ready. Magic mag, it's alright. I think for what we're doing, let's try the tear gas grenade. Throwing another upgrade on here. Damn, sick technology super converter. +1 weapon perk power, but more heat. I don't think we can afford the more heat. This is a weapon variant. Weapon perks are here on the left. Is my understanding. I feel that we can't take that. Let's go instead for reduced recoil. We're going to tighten our shots down a little. Moving right along here, we get 3 stacks of our plating back, which is great. There goes that tear gas grenade, which is basically killing me right now. I did not know that it would do unto me the same thing it does unto the enemy. What does that mean? Well, it doesn't mean we drop it. What it means is once we get a little space here, which we're not. Okay. We throw this onto activate only. I now have to press 1 to activate it. It doesn't come out automatically, which means I can now target it in a way where it won't directly affect me. I did, however, accidentally press F1 there. So no more stacks of plating for the rest of the level. Have to wait to the next level to get them regened. Now, as usual, I'm backing up for the ambush. There'll be more, don't worry. Yep, here they are, and then another guy here. Take him out. Class level up. Looks like Cryo Cannon dealt with the other, which is great. Okay, another weapon upgrade kit for the Nailgun. Great news. We go less deviation, more movement accuracy, and better cooling. Yeah. Oh yeah. So we should be able to spam this out a little better. Health pickup is huge. And all of a sudden we're kind of in business. Yeah, that grenade can go far. It just happened to throw us into a wall last time. So yeah, some items are not going to be good when used automatically by the game. Tear gas is one such item. Most team killing items are probably going to fit that bill. And despite not having the range, the less deviation will help dealing with enemies that are further away, as well as the recoil control. So that's something that we're very thankful to have. Okay, we're killing it. We're killing it. And remember, we gain increased experience on these levels too, so if we make it far, we'll get lots of class level ups. We got wheels. We got this guy. Summons a shield carrier wheel, providing fire support and dropping a defensive barrier on destruction. Very cool. Very, very cool. And it gives summons more movement by the looks, so. Throw down a second cover there. As soon as my shields drop, I just whack on that cover. Now, we need one extra weapon upgrade kit for the final upgrade of this weapon. So we're going to wait on that. Alright, let's let these enemies come to us. Just not from behind like that. And now we're going to circle left to deal with the turret, because it looks like it's not that much closer, is it? Okay, moving accuracy good. Having companions to distract the enemies a little has been very helpful. Unfortunately, they also aggro enemies, as we saw in our combat dogs episode. So we need to be careful of that as well. But we're in flow mode, which is good. We have another item we can grab. Speaking of combat dogs, I have to. We have 3 summons. It's just the way. It's just the way. See a dog, take a dog. That's the philosophy we're running with. And I hate to watch them die, I gotta say. I decided we'd get a little aggressive there, and it turned out great. Sometimes you just gotta make that split decision, even on this difficulty. Letting a pack live and chase you down could be disastrous. Could get ambushed, could get flanked, all kinds of things. And it's interesting, you know, we can drop the hard light cover for our companions. Technically, I believe we can drop plating for them as well. I don't think we'd end up doing a whole lot of that, but it's certainly an option. Remember also that dog whistle, the cooldown for that is 10 kills. So it's not a timing based cooldown. Okay, cool. Let's open up the black market here. Blue crystal. Slows down perceived handling, greatly reducing recoil and increases any damage dealt, but it comes at a high cost. That high cost is less max health, less fire rate, less reload speed. I simply cannot. Allows hacking enemy units with a special melee stack, steals 20 credits and staggers the unit. I've never used it before, so we're going to grab it. Maybe it's a lot better than I thought. And I think we've hit the boss here, which is excellent news. Let's see who we get. We got the plain boss. Alright. You can see we're shredding through here, but the heat is an issue. So we gotta let it sit. Yeah, as soon as a rocket hits us, get that plating back, get that shield back. Ouch. We'll have to get that plating back again when the cooldown's up. Right, let the heat come back. I usually reload when I'm letting the heat come back just to give myself something to do. And I'm going to be so happy if we can get past the first boss on this difficulty. So happy. I don't feel like we were in range of those explosions. You'll have to check the footage on that one. But I have a feeling they may be a little wider than they're letting on. Alright, class upgrade. Super important. Ejecting a weapon resets heat and causes a fire wave, dealing damage based on heat. Shots can cause bonus fire damage based on heat. Well, we did say this weapon heats up a lot. On specialization, uses places a multi-barreled construct which fires in a straight line at an extreme fire wave. Specialization, I believe, is the hard light cover. Might be this. I haven't tried fireball before, so let's go with that. But I was tempted by the machine gun. I feel like that is strong. I have had it before. If you line it up right, it's especially deadly. Alright. First time in Act 2 on this difficulty. Thanks to, let's be honest, a very powerful weapon. We pretty much got the jackpot with this. Or maybe not the jackpot, but we got very lucky. Semantics, you know. Yeah, gets up there in heat. I can see the burning on enemies, which is great. Who knows if it's doing all that much, but it's still nice to see it's actually working. Now, the whole fire aura thing when we reload, I don't think we're that likely to reload in melee proximity. And even if we did have that ability to do so, you know, I probably wouldn't use it. The range looks pretty slow, puts us in a lot of danger. I'm not really a big fan. Oh, hello. Use this weapon because we might be about to get rid of it. X1000 heavy rifle. Hard-hitting ion rifle. Effective against armor. Requires pre-charging. Yeah, maybe. I think because it's got range, or I think it's got range, I'm more excited about it than I would otherwise be. So let's give it a go. Now, reload speed is slow to moderate. Recoil is huge. You gotta remember these things about your weapons. Alright, plating back. Reload this. We know the situations in which we'd want to use that. So we can switch back to the Nailgun now. Until then. Whoa! I did not realize that was an enemy. And what do we got here? A shovel? I quite like the shovel. I will throw away a tear gas grenade. Shovel deals heavy melee damage to enemies that touch you. With a cooldown, of course. And it reduces your item cooldowns by 3 seconds when you hit someone with it. Very cool. There are a lot of enemies in this game that will just flatly run at you and try to make contact. Most enemies periodically like to get closer to you, so usually that shovel is going to trigger quite often without you even really realizing. So that's the justification there. That's why I think it's a little better than you might initially believe. Another weapon upgrade kit means a final upgrade for this gun. We got the laser grip combo. More crit chance and crit damage and more movement accuracy. So cool. Focusing grip. Gradually focus the weapons on hitting enemies. Stacks up to 5 times. So less recoil, more armor pen. Stacking up to 5 times, also great. Underbarrel linked grip. On combat start, more movement accuracy. Kills reduce item cooldowns by 3 seconds. God damn. I know we have an item that doesn't have a... But 3 seconds is a lot. We could summon... I'm gonna try it. We could summon a lot of guys that way. Alright, ambush coming in. Even though we only had 1 plating, I feel like getting another one out there could be great. And remember, that's on combat start. In this game, combat is constantly starting and stopping. There are times where you'll be in combat for an extended period of time, but it's not super often. So we're going to be using that buff a lot. And my hope is that we're going to be able to reduce our cooldowns to a point where, yeah, we'll basically be able to spam out all our items if we don't die right now. That's just the game giving us a little tap on the wrist, telling us to chill. Which I do appreciate. My only problem with this... My only problem with this setup is that these things don't use themselves immediately off cooldown. They activate themselves sometimes at the start of combat and so on. So I'm going to try to set them to activate manually. and see how we go. The dog, though, we keep on automatic because its cooldown works a little differently. Now, there comes a time in every run where you need to choose between having fun and doing the good thing. I like having fun, so let's put... Okay, let's be reasonable. We're going to put one upgrade into plating. This is awful. Sure, let's gain some extra armor on use. One into suppressive onslaught. Better cooldown is great for that. And then we're going to go to items and we're going to click the dog whistle. Increase maximum health by 1,000 and grants 50 health regen. Sure. Better dogs. Okay, taking it easy. Our dogs went away, which is just tragic. But we have our plating back, which is good. Insightful commentary. Thing good, other thing bad. We gotta make sure we're always dodging. I know we're a slow class, but we have good movement accuracy with this weapon, or reasonable movement accuracy with this weapon. And armor up would be excellent. Alright. We know those are enemies now, which is good. Keep backing off. Our plating's still looking fine. Now, I just want to check. What was I checking? I can't remember, guys. I really can't remember. Right, kills reduce item cooldowns. I was making sure that wasn't ability cooldowns, because I didn't want to look stupid. It is indeed item cooldowns though, so it will affect our summons. Holy! Those guys turned around and murked the absolute crap out of us. What is that? Oh! It's all too much, man. Plating back. Immediately lose it again. Ouch. We have to kill this. Goodbye. Thank you. Alright. No opportunity for plating. Just gotta make sure we're using the hard light cover at the right opportunities. But man, I feel so slow. And that is the problem right now. I mean, look how fast this shotgunner moves and how quickly he shotgunned that dog mercilessly without any feeling. Just straight up callous. And the nailgun's fallen off. And it's all my fault. I took an upgrade that didn't give it any damage. Okay. We're okay though. Remember, furthest we've ever made it on this difficulty. Nothing to write home about, but pleased either way. It's very ominous that we haven't seen an enemy in a second. There we go. Normally it's covered in enemies this game. because when you don't see one for a hot minute, that is immediate cause for worry. Yes, we get it. You're shielded. Okay, it's novelty. Quick reload here. And another weapon upgrade kit. And some tuning. Both great news. Yeah, unfortunately we got a bit of a dud upgrade on our plating. We don't use it very often, so having something that gives us armor when we use it is just so garbage. Okay. More ammo gain is nothing. Deviation is not great, but it's better than the others. Upgrade kit on the ion rifle. What is this? Tri-bolts? Fire multiple pellets at a great... Yeah. Good? I don't know. But fun. Very fun. Thank you, Deviation. Freaking missed everything there. But we'll keep using it just because I'm not as committed to the Nailgun as I once was. I think what we should do is go back to this black market. I think that's going to be the strat. Pick up an upgrade before we meet our untimely demise, and look, I'll rely on the game for those. So sorry about the downtime here. Okay, black market. Increases ability power at a shield cost? No. Fires an empowered shot once the magazine reaches 7. No. This magazine doesn't actually reach 7, it skips straight past it. So we're going to go for armor up. More armor, more maximum plating. Good synergies with what this class is doing, so... Okay, I'm in worry zone. Yeah. We need to, if we're gonna run this triple bullshit, we need to do something about the deviation, man. I mean, it seems like a very high damaging weapon, which I can appreciate. But the deviation is huge. But I see the potential in this weapon, and I think with a little TLC, it could shred. I need to remember as well, I keep thinking this weapon is single shell reload, so I keep reloading it before it's hit its time. But I mean, just look at the devastation. The other thing that's going to help is if I can aim at the enemies correctly. Okay, body upgrade. I want movement speed. I want it more than anything. Okay. The weapon does not have max range. We're struck here with an ambush, so we gotta back up, remembering that we're low on ammo as well. Popped Onslaught for a little ammo regen. We have to be careful of bikes. We are in Act 2, I believe bikes can't show up in these ambushes. Hello. Back to the Nailgun, because we ran out. And yeah, I think I'm happy with the game to spawn things for me, in terms of the cryo cannon and the wheels. It's getting hot in the kitchen right now. Still happy though. And we're nearing the end of the level, which is good. We have a shrine up there, which could be good or could be essentially nothing. Depending on the kind of shrine it is, basically. Okay, let's have a look. Cool, so we can increase our terror level for data, which we're not going to do, or we can survive against a few waves and gain a shrine bonus in return. That's what we're going to run with. So we're going to fight some different waves of smaller enemies. I believe the wave order is random. The last wave may always be Zealots, so that's the one you really got to worry about. The rest are tends to be okay. This one is a lot of little things. They just shoot like little lasers. They're annoying, but they're not a massive deal. Alright, and here should be the last wave. Yeah, where these guys come out. I'm backing off here just for a second. Don't forget the hard light cover for shield regen. And you can see these guys are the Zealots. They're the real ones. They're not messing around with these guys. Alright, it's not offering me the reward yet, so there is an enemy around. They're around somewhere. This is extremely ominous. We didn't accidentally pick a reward. Oh, there we go. Okay, strange. More crit damage, but more heat. Could be okay. More fire rate, less burst fire delay, but more recoil. More movement speed and damage to stun, but less shield regen. Honestly, the movement speed is just so valuable for us. Alright, last level of Act 2 before Act 2 boss. I am going to be beside myself if we make it to Act 2 boss. I have no expectation of making it that far. So we have lower shield regen now, so dropping the hard light cover is going to be even more important. And I'm believing in the heavy rifle at the moment. I like the Nailgun. It has its virtues. It seemed very powerful when I got it. Did I make some mistakes along the way in making it stronger? Yeah. Are they solely to blame? Probably not. Like I said, in the original Synthetic, it had a sort of similar idea to it, where it worked quite well early on, nailing those headshots and yada yada, and it would fall off as well. At least that's my memory of it. So I'm not surprised to see it not make the distance here. Something that I think we need now that we have 3 max plating is scavenging level 1. It's going to let us find plating on the ground. Scavenging level 1 is a body upgrade, so from the red upgrade terminals around. Okay, we're clear. Yes, we're clear. Increases the power of weapon attachments by 40%. We have currently 1 attachment on this weapon. Giving it increased power May well help. I'm not sure if it will actually give us an extra pellet with only 40% increased power. But it may well be solid. Choice of random weapon tunings and upgrade kit. Kinda into that. Any attack stun for 1 second? Eh. Let's go for the weapon tuning. Less recoil is decent. It's kind of not what I wanted. Let's go for next less recoil. We wanted less deviation. We did get an upgrade kit from that too. More damage range is very cool. More projectile range, projectile speed is great. Weak point damage we don't care that much about. Like the hyper accelerator. Being able to target from further away is nice. Projectile speed is great. They'll spread out less as they approach the target. I cannot believe all those shots missed. I'm actually stunned. More tuning is cool though. You know. Let's go for mag size. Again, none of those were deviation, which is increasingly frustrating. And we're still okay. If we didn't switch to the Nailgun there, we were dead for sure. But we did manage it, which is great. We'll have to use it for a while to get some ammo back here. So yeah, when this weapon connects, it's amazing. When it doesn't, it's just, I mean, it's pure horror. But I thank my companions every day for getting me to where I am. If I were to do an Oscar award speech, number 1 would go to Wheels. Number 2 would go to Dog. Number 3 to Cryo Cannon. Sapper Shovel would be like an honorable mention. It may well be also that we just need to stand still more using this weapon. I haven't been paying close enough attention to the way that I'm playing to know if that's ultimately true. Okay, another one of these guns. Once you know that they are enemies, they become quite a bit less dangerous, believe it or not. It's just, you know, the stealth capabilities of that stationary enemy was just so impressive the first time I saw them. Yeah, alright. That enemy's just got to chill the hell out, if you ask me. Just the fact that this thing just shields itself over and over and over again. The amount of enemies in this game that just do that, just make themselves invulnerable at the drop of the hat. I want to scream. I want to scream. 2 upgrade kits. Only 1 usable at the moment. More crit chance and damage. Last shot per magazine fires a stun shot for more damage. Yeah. We go to 0 mag on this pretty often. We didn't really get the upgrades we wanted from this, but we also didn't get useless upgrades. We got good upgrades. Yeah, okay, we get it. You have a ship. Very impressive. Okay, more damage taken. Throw down a hard light. Stop this madness. Oh! So unfortunate. The shotgunner took us out. We killed him before he took us out, but his shots must have connected straight afterwards. Regardless, not a bad little run there. Definitely improvement on last time. Confirmed heavy gunner. I am way better with this class than the breacher, so that's great. Next time, the Demolisher, our explosive base class, already level 13 with them. We might even get to 15 with them, which would be very exciting. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Let me know what you want to see, as per usual, and we'll see you next time.